My bad, collective. Peace and love to you guys. Sending you guys nothing but love, peace, happiness, and prosperity. You make sure you send some of that back, okay? Happy Wellness Wednesday, y'all. I haven't done my Wellness Wednesday. Y'all know usually if y'all check my playlist, um, my wellness playlist, I get y'all make sure y'all go and get those messages too. Cause every Wednesday, I usually get out and walk and I give y'all the downloads, what I'm getting or whatever. I've been kind of slacking. Okay, I've been kind of slacking, but y'all know I have to, this been a ritual that I've been doing for like a few years now. And it really helps. It really helps. So, Wellness Wednesday, we work with the W's, okay? So, we work with the W's: wellness, winning, women, wisdom, work with the W's. Um, when it comes to the intuition, write down at least 10 words with positive words with W in it. Okay. So happy Wellness Wednesday, y'all. Okay. So let's get into it before I get out here on my walk, y'all. I'm like, let me do y'all a reading. I'm gonna give y'all a reading too, but I'll be so when I get into my workout mode, y'all, like I'll go for this drench. Like I literally go for the drench. I pretty much y'all know my sweatband because that's my main target. That's what I'm doing. I don't know if I want to stand up and show y'all. But every time when I sit down, my stomach look extra bigger. But this my main target is like my stomach, y'all. My stomach is like my main target. That's what I'm trying to get together. Get this what they call it, the floopa. So that's the main thing that I've been getting. It's just like it is certain days when I sit, I'm like, "Why my stomach looking so huge? Oh my god, why my stomach looking so huge?" So I'm enjoying the process, y'all. Like, I told y'all my weight loss journey before it went too fast. So it was like I was fasting certain days. Like I can fast. Like the most I went is like a week for fasting. Um, but what I figured out in that is you lose weight real fast and your skin, you get what I'm saying? I wasn't doing any type of lifting no weights or anything. Like certain times I fast, I at least try to fast every month. So when I fast, I really don't be having no energy, y'all. I just try to keep drinking water, keep drinking water. So last month I did the watermelon fast. I ate watermelon like I love watermelon, y'all. I love watermelon. Like I could survive literally a couple weeks off watermelon. It just had to be from the right farmers market. Seeded watermelon. I don't like seeded watermelon. So I started it on Wednesday after my mom passed with the wellness thing, y'all. But I had started my weight loss journey when I went through like my first awakening because I told y'all my awakening started coming with like I was sensitive to people's energy, far as energy exchanging and certain stuff like that. So I started simple. I started fasting, but I didn't do any type of workout like walking and certain stuff like that. So this time I'm being very careful because I'm not eating, y'all. And it's well previously because certain things. When I my last fast, I wasn't eating, so I didn't have no energy. So and I was still trying to work out. I don't know if that's a good thing. So I was just trying to I ain't trying to drop sugar levels be so low I drop. So it'd be certain days I'm like, okay, so I'm a fast, but I'm gonna lift these dumbbells. Because when you'll be surprised, like when you go into a fasting, is spiritual fast or whatever it is, a wellness fast, whatever it is. Your body lose weight real fast, so you gonna start excess skin and stuff. So I started, toning my breasts and starting stuff like that. And it's like I kind of got thrown off or whatever. And then I started to see like the with your arms, like yeah, I'm seeing show y'all, like with my arms or whatever. Let me see if I can sit down. But I ain't gotta take my jacket off, y'all. But it's like my stomach, it be looking so extra. Like the camera don't give me no justice. I be like, I ain't that my stomach ain't that big. but I know I have to work on it, right? You know, I have to work on it because I'm in my 30s, y'all. You know, I'm enjoying my 30s, and I'm like, I don't want my weight to get stubborn. And I see like as people get older and they age, they weight gets stubborn, and I'm not trying to be that. Like I want to do it natural, so I'm not ashamed of the process. You know, as I go, I try to go far as the stretch marks. Caffeine cream is good for that. Like I start off with caffeine cream. You can make your own caffeine cream. You can get you some coffee, some coffee. Use the y'all have to go back to the old school coffee. You remember the old school coffee maker, and you had the filters. You could take the rest of that after the coffee go into the filter or whatever. You could take that and make that into use. I want to say was it Vicks Vapor Rub and caffeine, but I did that before. And when I say my skin, I used to wrap my stomach with that. My skin was so smooth, so smooth. So it's gonna take longer going the natural route. You know, everybody. You know, after certain days, you keep like I don't even touch the scale no more because I be like I ain't even about to even drive myself nerve crazy with this scale. But my main focus, like my weight is very portioned, y'all. You know, like you get certain people that be like you like your weight is not like my weight. In my opinion, my weight is portion. I don't think I'm supposed to be like skinny. I don't think that never was me. I don't even think I would be comfortable with that type of body frame. I don't think my frame was meant to be skinny. I ain't never been skinny. You get what I say? I always was on the thick side, you know. So I just like I don't want to, go that way. I don't want to go no drugs. You know, I see all the Olympics. What is it? Olympia. Whatever it is, I see a whole lot of the stuff out there. I don't want to do that. I want to go natural. So it may takes me a little longer, a little more dedication, but I think I can do it. Like I'm challenging myself, and it's more with like the weight. Like I'm sensitive. I'm sensitive. I'm sensitive. I may not seem sensitive. People be like, girl, you ain't sensitive. I am very sensitive. Y'all, if y'all really didn't know, like I am like a big baby. Like not a big baby, but I'm like I'm tough, like to a certain extent, but I'm sensitive. I can say because like me and personal trainers, I'm like I think that's why. Cause like when I was I'm gonna tell y'all like it's just the thing when people hollering at me. Like I like people hollering at me. Like when I go back to my school days, like I was a JROTC at ease. I was in the like my freshman year, my sophomore year in high school. I was big into like the army. Like I wanted to go to the army. I wanted to go to the Air Force because I always been infatuated with like the air, planes and stuff like that. That makes sense. Tweety bird, fly. So but I end up not going. It wasn't. I end up having my child, but I'm not going to say, oh, I didn't go because I got pregnant. I'm not saying that because my son was like planned to like, just at a young age, but I no regrets when it comes to being a teen mother. I don't have no regrets. I can't even say that. But people kind of put fear in me, and I feel like if I would have stuck to that, if I would, because I had got into the workout and like pushing myself, walking, and I always could always walk. Like if I could walk miles, you get what I'm saying, at my own pace, do whatever. Um, but I left that athletic side alone. Like after that, like I had a child, then I had to go strictly to I'm not gonna be just the part of the pregnant pack. I done got pregnant and didn't finish school. So I finished school, make sure I finished school, had to go get a job outside work experience. So I was going to school and working, you know. And then my first job was like at a fast food restaurant. So that was like the Ronald McDonald. Okay, so that was for outside work experience. So it was like I never was like a lazy person. You get what I'm saying? Like how certain bigger people you be like they is lazy. They sit up here with big just eating a lot. I never had that. I never was that type of person. Like greed. You get what I'm saying? I probably was making the wrong decisions when it came to food, but I never was like a greedy person. So and then I'm starting to as I get as I grow into my spiritual journey, I started to know what gluttony is, like gluttony demons, and like some of the spiritual work that people do. And I started seeing that when I went through my weight loss journeys collective. When I said my life opened up, I was so happy. It was I was happy. I felt lighter. You know, but I did try some supplements, but it was all natural supplements. I started with bee pollen. I had gotten into like the bee pollen. I was more like the honey. I was studying the bees and certain stuff like that. So bee pollen. I started off with bee pollen, and bee pollen was good. I got bee pollen from New Zealand, so bee pollen was good, but um, it had me weight. It had me dropping weight too fast. Like people like that's good to a certain extent because it happened so fast, and it was like I wasn't toning up my skin. You get what I'm saying? I wasn't toning up my skin. So I took lessons from that, on this journey now. Like when I go into fast, I make sure I do my dumbbells, I make sure I do my diamond, you know, um with my dumbbells or whatever. And I make sure I do as far as my thighs and certain stuff like that because like you don't want to like give yourself severe workouts when you fasting because you've been dropped because you don't have any energy. And y'all know like if you could get past them first 3 days, you good. The first 3 days is the hardest. You be irritated, you don't want nobody to talk to you, you be hungry, everything look good, everything's like food. You could have said people cook and then you go, people be cooking your favorite plates, and you just be like, oh my God, like you ain't never gonna be able to eat it again. But it's just about strength and willpower. Willpower has a whole lot to do with your solar plexus. So your willpower and your solar plexus is your abdominal and like in your like your it's a certain spot. You get what I'm saying? So just had a willpower to want to work out and certain stuff like that. Like I said, you guys, start simple. And that can come to replacing sweets. Like me, when my body, I always listen to my body because the warning always be um it come before the storm. Like, cause my teeth, I never had teeth issues. Like I always, in my opinion, I had nice teeth. Okay. I didn't get my first toothache and certain stuff until I got like in my 30s. I'm like, what the heck? So, but I always was like a sweetie. Like I always ate sweets. Always that was my downfall was sweets. When I say Little Debbie was my best friend, like finally had me up there on the Little Debbie pack, like little Tweety. So I can kind of I can joke about it. My skin is thick. Growing up, I didn't have thick. I had thick skin. People probably didn't even know. Like I was always sensitive, and it was like that was one of the things I took from my mother when she told me. My mom was big on beauty, like self care regimens and stuff like that. Like you would never know exactly what perfume she got on. She the type she was gonna have on a couple. Like you would never get that smell. Even you get what I'm saying? Like that was like how my mom was. It was like she did her best, but when it came to her girls, I feel as though she pushed like you don't go out the house looking a certain way. You show some type of maybe not in these exact words, but what I got from it, it was like you always stop and take time to for your self care. You know what I'm saying? I don't care like if like my mom didn't play with our about our hair. I don't care if you had a handful of hair. You better have it in a ponytail. You better just on your physical on your appearance. You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't not. It takes way more to be pretty. And that was certain thing. And that's when I started walking really on Wednesdays because really that helped me with grief. So that's why I was like, I'm really gonna stick to this. And I just did it just for the energy of my mother. And that was just like wisdom, wellness, woman. So self care is like I pushed that because it was like you don't have to have $1 million to take care of yourself. You know, you don't have to go and when it comes to like products, if you can eat it and you can use it like two in ones. It was a lot of time like my mom, she used to. cooking oil, vegetable oil, and olive oil and stuff like that. Put it in our hair, like little stuff that she still cook with. And I'm like, oh, okay. I didn't really get it as I got older, but I got it on the holistic end. On the holistic end, and I had to learn how to have thick skin because I always had to. I was the chocolate one. You was all, oh, you cute to be dark. You always had to come with them indirect um them compliments mixed with insults, and then, oh, you cute to be dark. Oh, you cute to be a little chubby girl. like what the hell? Uh, so it was just stuff like that. So collective, when it just take me to the, I don't know if I'm like kind of everywhere, but it just take me to like why I started like really paying attention to my health and certain stuff like that. And like I said, I ain't perfect at all. I ain't perfect. I ain't perfect. All right, because I fall off and I gotta hop back on. But this not my first rodeo. You're gonna know this ain't my first rodeo. I had to have tough skin because it was just like it be certain days when I get up here, I'd be like, oh my god, what I got on? And it's like cameras give you a whole. It's all about angles when it comes to like when I'm starting to see. It's about angles. So somebody can get you on a bad angle like her. And it's like my appearance in person is totally different than on the camera, in my opinion. People like you look younger, you look good, because I feel like it's the angles and it's the type of phones you got, certain stuff like that, collective. So I'll just be comfortable with being myself. I have flaws. I have, everybody is going through this journey where you're not perfect. You've taken a pledge to thyself. You get what I'm saying? So that's what I started doing on Wednesdays. It was just like wellness, and I'm like, I gotta step this up a little more every day. So when I was home, when I was in my hometown, I utilized my parks because a lot of our parks had they put like equipment in the parks and certain stuff like that. So like in the summertime, I try to the gym is cool, yeah, but I try to really work out, tap in like with nature. So I'm gonna do a little weigh in with y'all because I'm back. I'm back in Texas. Texas, what's up, big Texas? So yeah, I'm back in Texas. So I'm like, it's hotter here. I've like amped up my fasting, but I need to like amp up my activity, like my health, with the workout with it. And it's like kind of different because you don't know nobody and certain stuff like that. But I always find a park. I always find a park and do my walking. And I'm like, I ain't trying to drop like they out here when it's 90 degrees. It's hot. So I'm like, I still take advantage of it. I still put on my coat, put on my waistband, put on my armbands, y'all, because this was the main thing too. Um, on this journey, it was like the what is it? Down the where you going on, girl? Like, oh my God, where did that come from? But it's like your arms, and I'm like, I'm doing it natural. So now I'm just like trying to do like some weights, lifting my, to get in tone, because I want to appreciate it. I'm the type of person people can take shortcuts, but as soon as my ass try to go do it, I'm not gonna knock certain stuff, but it seemed like every time in life where I tried to take a shortcut, every time I take a shortcut, I always be the one that get punished. Like that's why I always try to stay on the right track. Like I be the big. It just be my luck. I go and try to get some type of surgery and don't wake up or something. So I'm like, I don't need to put myself through that. I'm not lazy. I'm not saying people who get surgery is lazy, but I don't mind working. I always been like an athletic person, believe it or not. Believe it or not. I like challenges. I ain't said I'm about to go and do obstacle course, jump over walls and stuff. But I probably in my back days I could have probably did it. Because I did have that little military spirit in me for a second. But yeah, collective, I just say like stay active. Like if like I learned a lot like as I got older and stuff. I'm like, okay, if we have another blackout. I don't know why I be focused. I be feeling like we gonna have another blackout. Do you got some survival skills? Could you run a mile or two? Can you keep up if we have to just go run? Like, stuff like that. So I think like that and stuff, collective. I'm not about to just say like I'm just this health food junkie and I'm just so Pilates every week and yoga. I ain't saying that, but I have, you know, um, I have conquered some things when it comes to wellness and certain things like that. And I feel like wellness is a part of your self love, self care journey too. And because the more you take care of your body, the more your channeling be clearer. You know, I'm not saying people that eat certain things doesn't have a pure portal to communication far as with interpretation far as with spirituality. I'm not saying that. But when you eat and when you fueling your body with life and the things, it do illuminate your pineal gland and certain stuff. Because I never been like, believe it or not, collective. I always been picky. Always been picky. You know, and like with toothpaste and products and stuff, I always been like that. I always been like that. Like I'm the type I would go in the store, I would be reading the back of the when I went through my awakening, like I really read the back of everything. And it's like majority of juices don't even be juice. You be like 99% 1% juice. So what the heck is the rest of the 99? It just how you think it. I probably was driving people crazy, like, what's that? You know, and that's just I just feel like that's a part of the journey also is your wellness, your well being, your your wellness, your holistic stuff like that. So I'm switching my channel up. You know, I put a bits and pieces of my journey on this channel too, you guys. Like I said, because I'm like a I'm an open book. So you ain't gotta judge me by say don't judge a book by its cover. Because just by certain people appearance and certain things like that, people judge people. And I feel like in this society, um you have it harder being a bigger woman, not only being a dark skinned woman. You got it. Then you being on the thicker side. Where for a long time you was humiliated, you was talked about, and now people laying on surgical tables to get the body that people shanked you for so many years to have and stuff like that. So I just say be comfortable in your own skin, you know, because it's like I never let certain things get to me. I heard that like I never had like low self esteem and stuff. People tried to break my spirit and hurt my feelings and certain stuff like that. But it's certain stuff I never left my value in the hands of man. And it's like I really stood on that. Like before my mother passed, she said, "You better have thicker skin," because it's just like people used to intentionally try to make me cry or like intentionally try to hurt my feelings, like to get a reaction out of me, either for me to fight them or for me to cry. And when I start, you know, picking up on that, I'm like, oh, okay. And I did like a little short yesterday. I mean, a few days ago. And it was like, that's people trying to push you out of your divine energy, your feminine energy. That's all it was. And I said, that is right. People want me to beat your ass. You want me to fight, and that puts you in the masculine energy sometimes. Because I feel like more like fighting and, certain stuff like that, boxing and certain things like that. Feminines is in it, but now that's more of a masculine trait, fighting and anger, in my opinion, like hostile and stuff, is more like a masculine trait. And it's like, and when I went into my birth chart and stuff, I think like I had a whole lot of masculine placements. Majority of like in my base, drop the base. But in my birth chart, um, it was more masculine traits. And it was like when I was younger, I was so much into my feminine energy, so much into my feminine energy. I had to step more into my masculine energy. It seemed like to defend myself, you know. So the more I went into my self love, self care journey, and I keep remembering that, my mom like, you better have tough skin. You gotta have to have tough skin. And I really stuck. I'm like, okay, yeah, I have to have tough skin because it's like if you being scaled up against this world standard of beauty, this world standard of healthy and certain things like that, if you lose yourself in that, you're not gonna survive, you know. So I always had to been. It was certain times in my life I was, the darker one, the more heavier set one, and it's just like you just gotta love yourself. That's why I push it. And it's like now people find it a problem because you standing up for yourself, but long as they could hurt your feelings and make you feel as though you don't fit in they little bad girl club or whatever the heck it is, but when you create your own table, when you focus on you, that trigger people also. you know you really embracing the wisdom of your feminine, your woman energy. A lot of people don't use they feminine energy correct, and that's what I'm starting to see. Some people use it to seduce and to um attract, to get what they want, certain stuff like that. And there's a certain vibration to a certain extent. But the more I study myself, I see it's like your health. Like if you take care of your health, your vibration rise automatically. You meeting the frequency. And it was just like I had to wake up to a whole lot of things. Like when I went through this journey, you guys, I don't know if it fall under the category of truth speaking or whatever, enlightenment, whatever it is. But it was not easy, and it really hit me within the wellness and the health. That's when I really started to see the racism within the medical field, because I never even thought like that. I've been in the medical field, you know, but when you get in the business side and you see certain things, you see the racism in the medical field, that certain things is just meant to put a band-aid on certain things. Certain things is not meant to heal you. It's meant to, like certain medicines is meant to cope. It's not really healing you. And when you really start healing yourself spiritually first, because a lot of things just be mental. I'm telling you, a lot of things be spiritually. It's like certainly, like you're not about to dope me up and stuff like that. And I just try to stay natural as possible. Like I said, I'm not perfect, but I can hold myself accountable because I do know the knowledge. You get what I'm saying? It's different when people, don't know, don't. That's why it's like when I eat certain things, I feel guilty when I know it's not what I'm supposed to be eating. I don't eat pork, but it be certain days I get a pizza and it'd be like a couple, it'd be a pepperoni on there, and I slip up and eat the pepperoni. And then I sit up there and I'll be feeling guilty for like a whole day because I done ate a pepperoni. So it was just like, I don't, that's vibration too. And it's like, I just looking at life different, and I'm just started seeing, like, I knew, like, especially when you get spiritually attacked, people send gluttony demons on you. Certain people don't want you to activate. And that loving yourself and feeling good about yourself is a part of your activation. And I started to see that. I was like, oh, okay, so long as I was just a fat girl, I wasn't a threat to nobody. I ain't trying to be a threat. And believe it or not, you are a threat because people, it's not popular to like the bigger girl. You get what I'm saying? Some men that is really comfortable with who they are, and they not up here looking for this fake social media standards of beauty and television standards of beauty. Yes, more seasoned men is men who stand 10. But I don't think you attract who you like naturally, but don't do it off of a fetish. You get what I'm saying? Some people, it's like the statistic when it comes with the big. Oh, that's not. Oh, that ain't his type. She a bigger girl. How you know? You get what I'm saying? Somebody can really see somebody for who they truly is, and then that person will come and if it's health, you stand on it. That's why your partner supposed to always encourage you to be better. They should never want you to be stuck and stagnant and weighed down with weight and stuff like that because they got a fetish with bigger women or something like that. Everybody got their own type. And believe it or not, believe it or not, you would be surprised. You would be surprised. Like, my shirt. Do not be trying to flash y'all. I don't even want people to be thinking that, y'all. But yeah, you will be surprised who really like certain things, but they got you know, they have to show up to this world standards of certain things. But things is changing, and I just feel like if you want to, if your partner or whoever love you the way you are, that's a plus. But do you love you the way you are? That's the question. Cause yeah, your partner don't have a problem. I don't have a problem with that. As far as when my relationships love me for who I am, you know what I'm saying? But I didn't love me. I'm not gonna say I didn't love me. I didn't love my body. I didn't love my appearance. I couldn't get comfortable. like when intimacy and certain stuff like that. You can't be comfortable if you don't really love like how you look and stuff. So like, and after like I had my child, that was like a lot of an issue. I'm like, I'm not really comfortable with my body and certain stuff like that. Now, you tell me something, what? I love it all, and I love like the process of seeing it, like seeing, seeing my body go through this change. Like that's why I said certain days my weight go up and it go down. And I started to, the more I really put myself in solitude, I started to see like the things that I can do differently, like eating with the seasons, my menstruals. That might be saying too much, masculine, feminine, but it's like a certain diet that I have with my special days because I start like I try to stay away from certain stuff, anger food and stuff like that. So, I don't really study myself collective just as well as people be paying so much attention to you. You pay attention to you too, because somebody paying attention to the wrong person. And don't let it be you. You pay attention to you just as well as other people pay attention to you. Just as well as other people want to study you, you study you too. Should nobody know more about you than you do yourself but God. All right. But that's the whole thing with the wellness thing, y'all. And I'm just, find a park and, just walk. And you just gonna see, like on this day, I shield and protect this day for my collective, you know, get out and walk and, you know, just think about me, put a little mile in for me because I put a mile in for you. Okay, so yeah, collective. It's just me getting back in the flow and just getting familiar now because I'm in a different space. So I'm just getting familiar with certain things and I just challenge myself. Just challenge yourself also, collective. And I hope that you guys get some of this wisdom on this Wednesday, on this hump day. Y'all better do all that humping. Well, you're almost there. You're almost there, collective. But that's what I'm saying. Like, keep going. And I appreciate everybody that been following me on this journey. I feel like I chatted. I feel like I was a little everywhere, but it all, well, makes sense. So I do dedicate Wednesday to the women, to the Wellness Women Wednesday. And as I grow and as my channel go, hopefully I can come up with something bigger, like with literally like a meetup, every month or every, like, depending on, how much I grow every Wednesday. If I get with a group of people or whatever, I'm just, just to work out, whatever which way. That's just like a dedication that I said that I was doing because that's what helped me. When I was grieving my mother, I didn't really have, I just shut down. I went into um, self love mode. Like I shut people out. It wasn't nothing towards people. It was just I healed my own type of way. And it was like every Wednesday, like that was the first, it was on a Wednesday where like I literally heard my mother's voice. And it was like I forgot about the tough skin conversation that I had with her. And it was like I was walking one day and I heard her clear as day, like, some of the things she installed. And that was one thing far as like, you know, your hygiene, your my mama was like a girly girl. She was one of those. Yeah. But she just pushed like your self-care. Take stock, pause, do your hair, stop, pause. Make sure you good before you go out. Don't never send your kids outside looking a mess. Stuff like that. Do the best that you can. So that was just something like I just heard that voice and it was on a Wednesday. So I said, I needed that wisdom, mama. Mama, I love you. So it was just something like that, collector. So that's why I just chose Wednesday. And I'm like, Wednesday, well, what? Well, remember, y'all remember the bracelets? What would Jesus do? WWJD. So it was like stuff like that. And I just dedicate, like me on my spiritual path collective, I'm more, you grew up in the church. There's certain things that's embedded in you and certain stuff like that. And it's just like certain things I use in my spiritual journey also because God walked with me. And when you know your temple is really your body, your temple is really within, it's nothing that a congregation or a group of people can judge you by. When you know that you're taking care of God's temple within yourself, when you balancing your life so you can connect with the Most High, so you can get some of those God codes. Because keep in mind is the activation is within you. and it activate through you feeding you eating life, and that's fruits and vegetables. Everything that you need is out there in the earth. The pharmacy, before the pharmacy, what do you hear when you hear pharmacy? A farm. You get what I'm saying? Pharmacy, the farm. So it's just like you growing, you fueling yourself back with your original diet and stuff like that. And it's like I'm not knocking meat and stuff like that, because I'm not even about to get up and say, "Oh, I'm vegan." No, yeah, I just cut down on certain stuff. I eat majority of like um I try to stay away from red meat as possible. I eat little stuff every now and then, but I back off chicken, because it's not even what they say. It's not. It don't even taste the same to me anymore. So I eat pretty much salmon, and I don't eat a lot of that because of the what do you call it? The mercury and certain stuff that's in like tuna and stuff like that. So it's just be like more. I'm trying to just ease off for certain things and be more on my fruits and certain stuff. And I eat meat, certain stuff, but I make sure that I have to fast too. So just whatever your body tell you to do, collective, and consult with your doctor. Okay. But yeah, collective, I feel as though a whole lot of this has to do with your willpower. Okay, with this solar plexus energy, and the willpower can be for some of y'all to change the way that you're eating. Okay, so let's positive thinking. I don't know that mouth. I don't know that mouth. I've been chatting on the chat. I've been running my mouth, but yeah, positive thinking. And I feel like the more you on this wellness Wednesday, thank you. Look, first card, positive thinking. And I think that's what you should focus on, trying to reprogram the way that you think, the way that other people think about you. They ain't got shiznit to do with you. Okay? It says work on what makes you happy. Positive thinking. Okay? Word on the street. Word on the street. Collect the love and they sell. Gula Geechee. Somebody can be Geechee. What's up, y'all? Y'all know I be getting there different, my little soul trying to be tapping in different. What did I get? The Zoles, my Haitians. I got the other side. So this somebody can be good. Somebody can be Geechee. Okay, so Gula Geechee out here, positive thinking, work on collective, throw chakra energy. Work on like you speaking up for yourself, your voice. Okay, collective. Slow down. Let me get to know you. I don't know. So I'll be picking up Jamaica, Haitian. This is like y'all ancestors. Tap in with y'all ancestors. Tap in with y'all folk. Tap in with y'all folk. Yeah, collective. Somebody don't like what I'm picking up too. Y'all, yeah, this is throat chakra energy, teeth, blue, tonsils, throat. And y'all see, I just like so yeah. And I feel like a whole lot of that on the wellness end, your mouth. You get what I'm saying? A whole lot of sixes start with the mouth, your mouth health. That can block a whole lot of stuff before it even get into the body, because that's the interest way what you eat. What they say, you are what you eat. To a certain extent, you are. You are what you eat. So positive thinking. We got Gula Geechee. We got work on what makes you happy. Teeth, tonsils, throat. Mother's tongue. Didn't I say y'all ancestors? It's like rocking with y'all. It says mother tongue, the stock of words, pronunciations, and grammar used by the people as their basic meaning of communication. Y'all, if y'all still have y'all mothers here, it's something significant. Uh, if somebody mother is like elder, or your mother passed away, your mother watched over you. That's crazy. And it's Wednesday. Didn't I tell y'all that? Because that's when I started. I said, I really heard my mom. And that's when I was like, I'm getting my ass out here every Wednesday. And look, mother's tongue. So y'all, if y'all got a passed over loved one, baby, she ain't playing. Look, y'all in y'all zone. Y'all, we got the Gilly Geechee. We got Geechee out here. Somebody geeks up. It says he a Zoe. So this Zoe is a Haitian energy out here again. So it could be like collective. You could be going to like culture, like depending on some of y'all could be Haitian. Some of y'all can have a Geechee background. But I want to say it's like the way you speak. Gilly Geechee. Somebody can speak Geechee. Somebody can speak Haitian. It's like some of your healing may be, you tapping into your ancestors. You know, it says feel that you wasn't worth nothing. You could have been feeling that way, collective. That's that gluttony demon. That's that gluttony demon. You always been worth it, and your ancestors want you to know that. Down in the Delta, Mississippi, could be significant. Y'all remember that movie? I haven't seen it in years. I had to just go and watch a review, but I'm kind of remembering what it was about. Down in the Delta, remember she was a drug addict, or she kept getting into trouble. Her mother sent her down to the South to live with her auntie or uncle or something in the Delta in Mississippi. So somebody could be Geechee, like speak Geechee. I'm picking up Haitian. Okay, so Delta, down in the Delta, down in the sea. Mm, wait, was it down in the river? Down in the river. It was one song. It was a song we used to play as a kid. Down in the Delta, no, Delta River. So it was one little song we used to sing as kids. That could be significant. Some of y'all healing is really healing y'all childhood. Like people, talking about you. Maybe you was the chocolate. You was the chocolate. You was the chocolate ice cream. Maybe you was the thicker. You was thicker. But I feel like it's healing. This is healing. You healing that little girl, that little boy that, felt a certain way as a child. Yeah. Yeah. You used to people over talking you. And that's where I was saying, like my throat, you got used to people over talking to you, and to the point you just shut down and you just shut it up. And you never do that. You voice your opinion. Okay, somebody could have been artistic when they were younger, because I remember when I was. I'm going to watch this movie today, but I watched some reviews and I kind of remember certain things. But she had an artistic child, the mother, y'all, and I don't know why when I get the channel and I be. So I think that's my sense as far as my smell sense is going off. I don't know, but collective, somebody somebody could have had somebody mother, or somebody could have been on drugs, or battling some type of something growing up. That could have been something that you had to heal within your bloodline also. So yeah, so it's like you getting your voice back, collective, the more you heal on this journey. So embrace these Wednesday challenges, baby, because when I say, I walk a mile, I walk a mile, and a lot of y'all, we done walk the mile in each other's shoes. We done been through the same things. All right. So I'm just telling y'all, like, when my tribe, when my collective, rock with me, y'all. But it's this is healing some of this stuff. So somebody could have been artistic. Someone parents could have been on drugs or something. And some of y'all had to, what they say, you carry your mother and your father's sins. And that could have pretty much cycles and certain stuff like that. That could have been something that you needed to handle. Okay. Like me, I could never get like that. That was a part of my journey. Because I never could take supplements like pills and certain stuff like that. A lot of people take medicine and stuff. I shied away from medicine because I knew I came from a drug addiction parent. So the studies show that children that come from the studies, as they say, come from drug addiction parents and certain stuff, you have a high tolerance when it comes to being addicted to certain medications and certain stuff too. And I read that when I was younger, so I tried to stay away from like hard drugs and stuff like that. I I smoked marijuana for a minute. I eased off of marijuana, but that was just the most I ever went. I never did no hard drugs and take pills. I barely even like taking Tylenol. So that could be something significant with you guys. Collective, you always been enough. It's like you going on this journey of healing, and it's a holistic journey. It's gonna make you whole. So when you tap into your whole heart, holistically, okay. So short and steady wins the race sometimes. You know, it says so some of y'all, what I'm picking up, some of the things that y'all breaking out of cycles from is like adultery, mamas, babies, daddies, maybes, and some of y'all can be product of outside children. Y'all know how it go. Maybe daddy was married, mama was married. Take what resonate, leave what don't. But it says lies about marriage. So somebody, you could be scared of marriage because you done heard so many, horror stories with people. Different strokes for different folks. Just because somebody else went through something, that don't mean you are. Okay? But it says mother tongue. Okay? It says feel that you wasn't worth nothing. You could feel some type of way. Somebody may have not had the best relationship with their mother. Okay? You probably didn't. That's Empress energy in reverse. Maybe you didn't get enough nurturing. And you getting out on this Wednesday, you will bring some of that power back to you. You nurturing yourself where your mother could have fell short. Okay? Some of y'all got spiritual mothers. Okay? You got ancestors in your bloodline that you may have not ever even knew. That stands for you. They want you to recognize who you are so you can recognize them if you knew them or not. All right? But it says positive thinking, Gila Geechee. Somebody can talk Geechee. It says work on what makes you happy. Never let nobody steal your voice. Somebody could be having issues with their tonsils, their throat, their teeth. That's a whole lot to do with your throat chakra suppressing how you feel and suppressing certain things. Okay, so yeah, over talking. And somebody could have started to just shut up because they used to people over talking them. So you put yourself in the back. Mm-mm. Okay, it says down in the Delta, Mississippi, December 25th can be significant. December 25th, 1988. Somebody could have been born December 25th, 1988. It says lies about marriage. So somebody could be scared as far as commitment in certain things. I'm telling you, you dedicate certain days to work on you, self-love. I'm telling you, the answers is within. It says real housewives. So somebody could be want somebody to be like a housewife. Somebody could be like a housewife. Okay, it's positive thinking. Somebody feel as though that you wasn't worth marriage. Lies about marriage. It says feel that you wasn't worth nothing. So somebody could feel though you wasn't worth marrying or something. Let's keep going, collective. Fog, a state of mental confusion. So somebody could have been confused. Collective. I feel like a whole lot of y'all had work done on y'all. I'm not even gonna hold you up. And that came in far as your friendships, your unions and certain stuff like that. It was people that had agendas because they knew who y'all was. Okay? So it was work done to put somebody in an illusion in some type of fog. Yeah, it was an illusion that you wasn't good enough. They wanted you to feel as though you wasn't good enough. But as soon as you start focusing on yourself, you see your value. That's why you don't leave the value of who you are in the hands of man, collective. I stand on that. A fire sign could be significant. You could be a fire sign or somebody could be a fire sign involved. Yeah, somebody told somebody to treat you like trash. Yeah, it says told them to treat you like trash. A fire sign could have told somebody to treat you like trash. Yeah. Look, I cannot make this up, collective. I cannot make this up. It says overweight, have too much body fat. Did I tell y'all? I be tapped in like that, baby. I be tapped in like that. When I tell you, I kick it with my guys. They kick it with me. Look, somebody was body shaming you. Somebody was trying to say something significant like you were fat, overweight, have too much body fat. Or you could feel as though you were overweight and you didn't feel like you were good enough. Baby, I'm here to tell you, look, better get, I'm handing you the torch. How you want to use it? I challenge you. Okay, I'm going to be your fairy godmother. You are worthy. There's nothing wrong with change. And your wellness journey, that's going to make you change. It'd be hard in the beginning, but keep going. And you'll get out of that shitty ass energy. You're going to start feeling good about yourself. I ain't saying that's going to be the answer to all your problems, collective, but it will help. It help you think clearly. You get with the right team of people. And then you don't wait on nobody to start your journey. You just start. It says you're on to her toxic ways. Yes, collective, I'm telling you. This energy is a feminine energy. That's toxic as hell. You on this self-love, self-care journey can be very significant. You taking your health serious could be very significant. Keep in mind, collective, somebody looked at you like, oh, you the fat boy, you the fat girl, you ain't no threat. You ain't no threat. Maybe they had more, maybe they was more in shape than you or something like that. But it takes more to just being pretty. And a whole lot of people can be pretty, but they ways can make them ugly. You know? And I feel as though you let somebody really get in your head to the point these people was putting out your fire and your passion, baby. Mm-mm. Y'all got my coat inside out. I was literally heading out getting ready to head out the door. But I'm like, let me do this reading. Yeah, collective. We got Papoose, a young child of no American Indian parent. So Papoose. Somebody can like Papoose. Y'all, Papoose the artist. But Papoose means, well, in some of our dictionary, y'all know, y'all can have some Indian in your family. They play with the words or whatever, which way, but it says Papoose, a young child of no American Indian parent. This is something significant about y'all bloodlines. We got Geechee out here. We had Haitian out here. It's the way you speak to yourself. Some of y'all need to go back and really tap in with your ancestors. We got Geechee out here, mother's tongue. We got Papoose out here, young child of no American Indian parents. We got Haitian out here. Diagnosis. It says got into this person's head. So somebody got into this person's head. It says diagnosis, the act of identifying a disease. And jealousy can be a disease, baby. I'm just telling you. Jealousy can be a disease. I'm just here to tell you. I wrote a book on it. Jealousy can be a disease. Somebody could have been diagnosed with being jealous of you or trying to make you the problem. And you don't have to, you know, diagnose the problem with people. You just have your solution is to leave them where they be. It says told them to treat you like trash. Okay, overweight, have too much body fat. It says ordeal, a test of faith, patience, and strength. I'm telling you, people try you the most when you stay to yourself. I'm telling you, I'm an advocate for it. They try you the most. American most insecure. This is a feminine energy that's insecure. It says life in the uproar. So somebody body shames somebody too. They talk about somebody. Their life is in an uproar. Somebody can be stress eating. Yeah, somebody could be stress eating collective. It says people who find you in their peace is priceless. Somebody feel hopeless. They feel like they giving up, they losing because you knowing your value. Diamond. Somebody name could be Diamond. Or somebody in a diamond. Somebody in the brain. I'm hearing lies about marriage. Okay. See y'all. Invite me to the way. It says pay Leo dues. So y'all owe me. Y'all owe Leo. Leo pay Leo dues. Pay Leo dues. Leo pay her own dues. But you gotta pay Leo dues. Okay. Some of y'all got good Leos in y'all energy. Somebody child could be a Leo. It says secret. Something kept from the knowledge of others. So somebody could have paid your dues or paid something for you collective in secret and didn't tell nobody. That's what I'm talking about. That's like certain things you do, everybody ain't gotta know. But somebody could have paid a due or paid something for you in secret. That's what's up, collective. This fire's energy is long term, a long period of time, getting straight to the point. Somebody like your straightforwardness, collective. And it says pull, heavy force. Okay. Someone name could be India. Somebody can be from India. It says short term, a short period of time. So somebody thought something was going to be short term, and somebody it's turning out to be a long term situation. That's a situation. That's what I'm talking about, collective. But yeah, somebody life is in an uproar from trying to put you in some type of illusion or to send some type of illusion to you. Could have been trying to send the big gluttony demon to you. That's why we on with like focusing on wisdom and wellness on this Wednesday and your wins, baby. Okay. So it says life in the uproar. Somebody life is in the uproar, collective, and I feel as though they doing a whole lot of projection to create an illusion. It's a fog, a state of mental confusion. This person can be confused. Okay. So if y'all was connected to certain people, you have to cleanse your energy because you have to know that if that's your energy or someone else energy. Okay, because y'all certain people is tied spiritually also too until you learn how to cleanse certain cycles. So somebody life could be in an uproar because they confused, they in a mental confusion about something. Someone feel that you wasn't worth nothing. Now they starting to really like certain things is coming back to them because you starting to think positive. You starting to somebody is really speaking a affirmations. Y'all got my affirmation list, huh? Okay, y'all who did my 30-day affirmation list? But it says positive thinking, mother's tongue. So it's like a feminine energy that's nurturing you through whatever this was. Okay, somebody could be going through a divorce or something because it says lies about a marriage. You got Gila Geechee. So, mother tongue, Gila Geechee. It says overweight, have too much body fat. So that's something that your ancestors can be telling you that you need to get it tight, get it right, or somebody could have been trying to shame you, like, oh, you was never a threat. Oh, you fat. Somebody don't like fat, or like something like that, and somebody really feels some type of way because they thought that they were better than you. But I feel as though they thought that they was better than you because of appearance, like weight or something. So this person think because they skinny, they more valued than you, and you end up being more valued than them, or they thick and you're take it where how it resonate. And it's like somebody believed their own lies when it came to something. Yeah, it says life in the uproar, fog, a state of mental confusion because they felt that they felt that you wasn't worth anything because of your weight. Somebody was overweight or something. It says work on what makes you happy, and that's how you beat in this because you starting to whoever was sending you they rage spiritual war on you. So if this person knew, like, say for instance, like I said, if this person knew like you go out and you working on your body, this person went and did send gluttony demons, did fat spells. It's like these are sick people. These are people that could have snapshot your picture and sat there and tried to put some little juju on your on you. Okay, so that's why I say a whole lot of spiritual attacks, you can fight them off when you go in, when you work on you, when you stop focusing on other people and you don't focus on what nobody doing and you redirect that to you. That's how you beat this. because people fail their mission because they be focused on other people instead of focused on themselves. When you focus on yourself, you really don't have much time to really be focused on bullshit that people send but you fight it. It don't even touch you. Okay, so it says positive thinking. Work on what makes you happy. Mother's tongue, Gila Geechee. Okay, someone name could be India. Somebody could be from India. Someone name could be India. Someone name could be Diamond, or something very significant about a ring, a diamond ring. Princess Cups. Okay, it says America's most insecure, and I feel like whoever it could be, somebody can be getting a divorce or separating from somebody, family, people, places, and things, and somebody is insecure because they wanted you to be insecure, but they were so focused on your appearance, your body, the way that you look, shaming you, wanted you to feel low confidence. That all this then hit a return back to them. Fire sign can be significant. You could be a fire sign or somebody could be a fire sign. But this was something significant about you being passionate about the things that you love. Okay? Yeah, somebody wanted to overtalk you. Somebody never wanted you overtalked you because you never really gave this no energy to even speak up for yourself. Because this type of person that everybody else know the problem except for the person that they get the problem with. To some point, you ain't got a problem. You just want attention. Okay, so this could be one of those energies, collective, where they liked it to overtalk you because they never wanted you to speak your truth because you would expose their lies. But you saved your breath, shit, probably for a time when you need it. All right. So you got this teeth energy out here, tonsils and throat. So this is throat chakra. Somebody could have been doing like shut up spells, fat spells, death spells. Okay. Yeah. And somebody could have, tried to use your own ancestors like against you. Say, for instance, somebody know like your mother passed or your father passed. They were in there trying to use your ancestors to get you and got their ass set down because yours ain't gonna go against their own. Or this could have been somebody in your bloodline that was trying to harness your bloodline to go against you. Make it make sense. You trying to go and summon grandma, grandpa to go up against one of their own. That's a quick way for their ass to turn on you. And it's other people cultures it's other people bloodlines that's rocking with you, collective. Because this is gonna tell you like some of the origin of some of this shit that was sent towards you. Somebody just was summoning up any damn things. Certain bloodlines ain't mess with this person. Some of y'all really got bloodlines that like show up and show you, oh, that's one of ours. Okay, somebody can have Geechee. Somebody can speak Geechee. Somebody's bloodline can be mother or father side. It's like if you don't know your father, you getting certain downloads about your ancestors from your father's side and your mother's side. So these people, they better go sit down somewhere. Some of y'all can have Haitian, okay? Some of y'all literally can been the original Indian. Some of y'all can have this hoodoo energy coming out too. So some of y'all ancestors knew hoodoo and voodoo. So they was a part. Some of y'all got y'all some of y'all ancestors was really dedicated to the soil, and you were part of their soil. Okay. It says getting straight to the point. Yeah, getting straight to the point, over talking. So somebody feel as though that they can't even get a word in because somebody getting straight to the point of what the issue was, that somebody was insecure. Now somebody can grit their teeth like somebody can do something with their teeth like y'all don't know who certain people is, but it says secret, something kept from the knowledge of others. So somebody was keeping some type of knowledge from others, and they had to make you seem like you wasn't worthy, so they can be superior. And now their life is in an uproar from doing whatever this is to you. It says pull a heavy force. So somebody was trying to pull you in a certain direction, like you didn't have a choice on which way you could go. But your name hold weight, collective. It says long term, long period of time. So somebody could have took some type of insurance policy on somebody, like a long term life insurance policy. Somebody could have had like a long term or short term life insurance policy or something on somebody, collective. Yeah, it says short term, long term, or somebody could have had like somebody could have thought something was gonna be short term you were gonna be like, oh, was gonna be hot for a minute or something, and it ended up being long term. But I'm picking up collective. Somebody could have took had put like you. Somebody could have been like the beneficiary of some type of short term, long term life insurance policy, and somebody did something in secret, something kept from the knowledge of somebody. So somebody could have kept a long term or short term life insurance policy that was meant to go to you. Somebody was keeping that as a secret. Yeah, lies about marriage. This could be somebody's stepmother, stepsister, some in-laws. It says lies about marriage collective, and I feel like somebody didn't even want you to have a happy ever after either, because this person that been doing something, they've been doing working on you for a long time. Their life was in the uproar, and they blanked you. It says people who find you in their peace is priceless. So yeah, you help somebody, you give somebody peace, you give somebody calm. It says pay Leo dues. So yeah, collective. It could be a Leo can be involved. You can be a Leo, and it could be like a Leo that plays in your energy because y'all hold like some of the same placements. So like it could be like a Leo energy that plays in your energy. Okay? And it says like somebody could have paid some type of dues for you in secret. Okay? Because they know you don't supposed to be going through something that you're going through, because these people stole this insurance policy from you too. And somebody could have had an insurance policy on somebody. It says ordeal, a test of faith, patience, and strength. Yeah, your testimony gonna be something totally different. Told them to treat you like trash. So somebody, an in-law, somebody could have told somebody to treat you like trash to keep you in confusion, to keep your vibration low, so you wouldn't come out of the fog that these people stole some type of money or finances from you. So they wanted to keep you insecure. America's most insecure. Some of y'all are literally like, this is America. You know, some of y'all can be I don't know why I'm picking up tribal. Somebody got some type of tribal records of an elder or something. Somebody could be recognized under a federally recognized Indian tribe or something, like chief or something like that. That's what I'm getting, like Indian tribal something collective. It says diagnosis, that the act of identifying a disease. So somebody could have tried to get somebody diagnosed with something, or somebody could have get diagnosed with something. It says got into this person's head. So somebody got into this person's head because somebody used to think positive about you. Somebody got into somebody's head collective, and somebody starting to see. Somebody's starting to see through this person. Somebody is catching on. It says you're on to her toxic ways. Somebody wife can be involved. Somebody start to see somebody toxic ways. It says real housewives. Yeah, somebody wife can be involved in something. Yeah, it says papoose, a young child of no American Indian parent. So somebody can be a papoose. This something significant about tribal. Somebody can be federally recognized tribal or something. This is what I'm seeing. This is something significant about your identity, your nationality, your your uh your heritage or something collective. And it's some secrets. There's some secrets that somebody was getting some money, some type of payment from something. Somebody's wife can be involved. Somebody's stepmother, step, some in-laws can be involved in something collective. Yeah, but the whole thing was to work on your confidence. You a whole diamond in the rough, baby. Could be something very significant about a ring, a proposal, or something. I don't know why I'm getting that Tupac rose out of concrete. You the rose that grew out of concrete. You know, you a diamond. Somebody could be a delta. Somebody could be in a sorority. Cause ain't that's the pyramid? Ain't that's delta? Somebody could be a delta. Um, or somebody, you or somebody that's involved can be in a sorority. I don't know what chapter. Take or resonate, leave or don't, y'all. But y'all know how that go. But it's some lies that's been exposed here. Okay, let's see what else we got. Yeah, somebody' life is in an uproar because they couldn't keep you in an illusion. Yeah, it could be a mother energy. This mother of coins. It could be an elder, a woman energy that wanted, that could have been saying something like they were trying to protect their child or something. Let's get a confirmation here. You got the mother of coins. Yeah, that tried to betray you. That tried to betray you. Whoever this toxic feminine energy is. Yeah, this it's like somebody needs to work on their sacral energy collective. Somebody blame you for their life being in an uproar. If that makes sense. So they was trying to stop your path. Somebody literally was sitting up there body shaming you because they feel that somebody don't like the attention that you get when you at your 100%. So they tried to humble you in some type of way. Yeah, this is something. This is family court. Something could have be going into happen in family court. Yeah, this is a family court card with this mother of coin in this deck. This came out of a family court card. So this mother of coins. Let's tap into this mother of coins energy. Somebody could have didn't want to give you something, a life insurance policy or something, collective. Let's see. Let's tap in this mother energy. Mother of coins. Generously. It says a beekeeper stands in the orchard of her honey farm, holding a frame from the beehive. The mother of coins nurtures a space of comfort as a loving host and a soothing mentor. It says she is down to earth, resourceful, and big hearted, making all feel welcome at home. So it can be like a mothering energy collective. Like didn't I tell y'all this mothering energy? It could be like another, like a feminine energy that don't want you to feel at peace. But like I said, if you guys have a passed over mother, because y'all heard this mothering energy wants you to know that they're around. You say mother's tongue. She just show her face, mother's tongue. Okay, so somebody mother got they back. It say the mother of coins can always be called upon, especially in a pinch. It says the mother's abundance is well earned. It says ensuring security and positivity. It says which embodies her to welcome more individuals to the table to enjoy her generosity. It says the card reminds you to show gratitude for all forms of it says, yeah, for all forms. It says knowledge and health are riches she honor as generational wealth. Somebody could have been in the service because I ain't say general for no reason. Yeah, generational wealth. Somebody left you something. Somebody left you something, collective. It was going to help you, whatever it was, a long term or short term life insurance policy that somebody kept in secret. Somebody mother could have got diagnosed with something. And these people, somebody wanted to take you out for this policy. But they did work on you spiritually first. They did black magic. And not they did low vibrational magic, okay? Because everything certain stuff. They did low vibrational magic because they didn't want to give you what was left rightfully to you. It says the mother of coins can always be called upon, especially in a pinch. It says the mother The mother's abundance is well earned, ensuring security and positivity, which embodies her to welcome more individuals to the table to enjoy her generosity. It says the card reminds you to show gratitude for all forms of life. Oh, okay. Show ah, show gratitude for all optimalists, opulence, all forms of opulence. It says knowledge and health are riches she honor as general wealth, generational wealth. Somebody could have been in a service because I keep saying general. Somebody could have been in a service. It could have been a policy uh, somebody had over somebody that was in a service or something. Take what resonate, leave what don't. It says reaping fruit of labor. It says resourceful, honest. It says do not spend for 1 week or month. So somebody could have been trying to make it seem like you couldn't handle something financially and something shouldn't have been given to you. Yeah, this person's when somebody was making a judgment why something shouldn't been given to you, collective, they knew it was rightfully yours. That's why they started to do beauty smells, gluttony spells. I said beauty smells. So somebody could have been something with smells, and I kept saying that because when I first came out, I kept doing this, and then I said something significant about my mother's perfume. Okay, collective, yeah, somebody just was throwing anything at you. Fat spells, beauty spells, death spells, skunk spells, if that's even a damn spell. Like somebody wanted you to be like you were nasty. And somebody wanted to rip the fruit of your labor. They wanted to say you were mismanaged, overthinking, blocking luck, bad investments, dependent, self-absorbed. So this is what this person did who life is in the uproar that stole something from you. They wanted you to look like you wasn't worthy of whatever this abundance is. And something could have went into court because that's a family court card. Yeah, somebody got into somebody's head to leave you out of something, collective. Yeah, this was biggest betrayal. One betrayal, a mother figure could have been involved, but this mother figure is coming. Yeah, it could have been a mother figure that betrayed you in some type of way. It could have been a mother figure because it came out here with the 10 of 9s. But it's like it's a karmic mother figure that want to cloak their energy. It's a karmic mother figure that tried to. Then I say in reading a little bit before that somebody tried to use your ancestors against you. So this could have been somebody, if you lost a parent or something, somebody could have tried to use your parent or your grief or your something against you. Ooh, collected, these people about to have karma. When I say karma, dharma, karma. What if karma spinning the block? What goes around comes around. Treat others how you choose to be treated. Whatever which way, whatever interpretation of what comes around goes around. Whatever way you interpret that, because these people betrayed the mess out of you and act like nothing happened and tried to cover up certain things within spell work. They didn't even get the initiation to even do a damn spell. It says crisis, painful endings, and somebody could have did something to you when you were in grief. That's what I keep saying. When they stole whatever this is, you were going through something. You like they put you in the fall. It says the 10 of 9s, crisis, painful ending. A woman kneels on the ground, wounded, looking up to the sky in her devastation, in her devastated state. It says she has hit a record low, but the sun peeks through the clouds at her, hinting that not all is lost. And that could have been the mother of energy that had to come in, like I told y'all Wednesday. Y'all know I dedicated this energy. And I got to go back and listen to this video too. Um, this mother and energy that always had your back could be coming to tell you like not all is lost. I know you went through some things. I seen that. I seen what these people did to you. It says she has hit a record low, but the sun peeks through the clouds at her, hitting that not all is lost. When the woman has healed and processed her injuries mentally, physically, and emotionally, the time for her to stand up and continue her journey will have come. And it's time for you to stand back up because they knew what they did to you, collective. It's time for you to stand back up. They thought that they was all these betrayal. You see, in these different utensils, somebody was, it's all different color knives and anchors. Like people, they went for the kill, baby. They went for the kill for you. It says the Ten of Knives is a card of ending and closure. It says it's time to start over and embrace a new energy. The woman has been hurt by many weapons, where one would have been enough. While the woman pain and suffering are censored, it says she must ensure that she doesn't fall prey to a victim mentality. You have learned many lessons by this point. Take that knowledge and make different choices to bring about a new outcome. It says, rock bottom, devastation, cries deep wounded, refuse to accept that something or something is over. And a lot of these people refuse, whoever life is in an uproar from betraying you like this, they feeling it. They feeling it, collective. They are feeling it. If they're not feeling it, they're going to feel it. They're going to feel it. It says rock bottom, devastation, crisis. Everybody who is involved in this collective, it says allow your working and living environment the chance to breathe. Open a window. And when I say y'all, I'm gonna remember, take what resonate, leave what don't. But that's like I know my mother energy. Come on, mama. Come on, mama. Okay? Because this was my mama for sure. She didn't play about house being dirty, ass being dirty. None of that. And these was dirty people. And now their life is in an upward from trying to put dirt on your name, baby. Sometimes you don't even have to address stuff. Because God gonna clear the path for you. Because you embrace that God within you. You stop looking outside of yourself for approval for people. So somebody, mother or somebody could have been diagnosed with something, diagnosed the act of identifying a disease. So this could have been, my mother died through COVID. You know, my mother passed through COVID, and that was a diagnosis, the act of identifying a disease. It's people that passed through COVID that probably ain't even died from COVID. So some of y'all, that could be significant. Some of y'all parents, y'all could have lost a love. Somebody could have stayed in a loss, but y'all could have lost a loved one in the midst of the COVID-19. Okay, these people was trying to end you. Somebody could have put a life insurance policy in and took a loved one out. Could have hurried up and put a long term or short. Somebody could be a insurance broker. They can sell life insurance or something. But somebody could have put a long term or a short term life insurance policy in on somebody on this mothering energy. And something supposed to have been given to you. And whoever that was doing whatever to you, their life is in an uproar because they was getting tested. Ordeal, a test of faith, patience, and strength. They was getting tested. And I feel as though they testing these ancestors' patience, and strength. Yeah, getting straight to the point. Over talking. Somebody wanted to over talk the situation, so people want to ask certain questions. This is an insecure ass person, collective. Somebody could be getting diagnosed with something. Okay? It says told them to treat you like trash. So somebody told somebody to treat you like trash. So you could be in a low vibrational, so you will never question certain things. Somebody could have lied about a marriage. Okay? Somebody could have been missing some teeth due to some type of addictions. It says you're on to her toxic ways. It's a mother's tongue. It's a karmic energy that could have been as a matriarch figure that you're on today toxic ways. Okay, it says people who find you in their peace, you keep them. Somebody could have lied about a marriage. It says got into this person's head. Somebody could have got into somebody husband or wife head. Something very significant about Mississippi down in the Delta. Okay, it says Real Housewives. So this could be something very significant about a union, Hierophant energy. It says it says